Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of English is My Life. I am Haley, and I am so happy you're here with us today. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is all about real conversations, clear English, and topics that make learning fun. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and stay with us until the end. And of course, if you enjoy our episodes, make sure to follow and support the podcast. Your support really helps us keep the show growing. Now, today we have a really exciting topic. We are talking about travel. Yes, travel, the word that instantly makes people feel happy or stressed or both. And joining me today, as always, is the wonderful, chaotic, accidental travel expert, Sam.
Accidental expert. I like that. I feel like that describes my entire life. But hello, everyone. I am glad to be here. And Haley, you are right. Travel is one of those topics where everyone has stories. Some good, some disastrous, and some that you only tell your friends at 2 in the morning.
Do not worry, Sam. Today we will keep things safe for the audience. No 2 in the morning stories. At least, not yet.
I will try. No promises.
Good enough. So let us dive right in. Let me ask you a question that I think every traveler has been asked at least once in their life. What kind of traveler are you? The organized one who plans everything, or the wild one who wakes up and says, I will see where life takes me today?
Oh, that is easy. I am 100% the second one. I'm the kind of traveler who thinks, I should make a plan, and then immediately forgets to make a plan. I love getting lost in new cities. I think it's part of the charm. You're walking around, you accidentally turn left, and suddenly you find a bakery that changes your entire trip.
That honestly sounds fun and very dangerous for someone like me. I need structure. I need a list. I need to know where I am going and why I am going there. If I get lost, I panic. My soul leaves my body for a moment.
See, that's the difference between us. You get lost in panic. I get lost and go, wow, look at this nice alleyway. Maybe there's food here.
Food is your compass.
Exactly.
All right, let me ask this. What is the best place you have ever traveled to? The place that still lives in your mind even now?
That's a tough one because I have loved many places, but if I have to choose, I would say Kyoto, Japan. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, it has history, nature, and honestly, the best ramen I've ever eaten in my life. Every street feels like a postcard.
You always lead with food.
Food is culture. I am simply being educated.
Of course you are, but Kyoto does sound amazing. I love places that feel magical like that.
What about you? What is your favorite travel destination?
Edinburgh, without a doubt. There is something incredibly charming about old castles, narrow streets, and that mysterious Scottish atmosphere. It feels like walking through a storybook. And the people there are so warm. One time a man saw me struggling with my umbrella in the wind and helped me fix it.
Please explain how you were struggling with your umbrella.
It was windy, very windy, and somehow my umbrella turned inside out and refused to go back to normal.
So you were fighting your umbrella on the streets of Edinburgh.
Yes, and losing.
A beautiful moment indeed.
Thank you for your support.
Always.
Okay, here's another fun question. What is something you always do when you visit a new country? A personal tradition?
Oh, I love this one. I always try the local street food. Not the fancy restaurants, not the popular tourist food, but the small stalls with long lines and amazing smells. That's where the real magic is. And also where the best travel stories began.
I admire your bravery. I'm more cautious. My tradition is visiting a local bookstore. I love seeing what people read in that country. It feels personal.
That actually sounds lovely. Books are like cultural windows.
Exactly.
And safer than street food.
Much safer. My stomach is delicate.
Mine is made of steel.
I believe you.
You should.
All right, let's talk about travel mistakes. Because everyone has them. What is the biggest travel mistake you have made?
Easy. I once got on the wrong train in Italy. I was supposed to go to Florence, but I ended up in Pisa instead. I didn't even realize it until I saw the Leaning Tower from the window.
Sam, how?
I was listening to music and enjoying the view. I didn't check the signs.
And yet you still had a great time?
Of course, Pisa is wonderful. And now I have a story.
That's the spirit.
Your turn. Travel mistake?
I once booked a flight for the wrong date. Completely wrong. I showed up at the airport ready to fly, and the staff looked at me like, "Ma'am, your flight was yesterday."
No. No. No, Haley, no.
Yes, I had to buy a new ticket on the spot.
That hurts my heart.
Mine too.
I am giving you a hug with my words.
Thank you.
So, after your airport disaster, did you learn the lesson?
Yes, a painful lesson. Now I check my flight date at least 5 times, maybe 10. I do not trust myself anymore.
Good. Very good. That is the level of paranoia every traveler needs. Travel makes you humble.
Absolutely. It teaches you that you are not as smart as you think you are, especially when you are in a train station you do not understand.
Oh, speaking of train stations, have you ever had that moment where you are trying to look like you know what you are doing, but inside you are totally lost?
Every single time. I walk confidently, pretending I understand the signs, but actually I'm just following the crowd and hoping they're going to the same place.
That is the international rule of travel. When confused, follow people who look confident.
Exactly. If they walk fast, I walk fast. If they turn left, I turn left. If they run, I run.
And if they suddenly walk into the bathroom,
Then I pretend I also needed the bathroom.
you are a survival expert.
I try my best.
All right, Haley, let us explore the fun side of travel. What is something that surprised you in another country?
Great question. I think one thing that really surprised me was how friendly people in Portugal were. I remember asking for directions, and not only did the person tell me where to go, they actually walked with me halfway. I felt like I had a tour guide for 10 minutes.
That is so wholesome. I love that.
It made my whole day. What about you? What is something that surprised you?
Japan again. The kindness there is unbelievable. I once dropped my train card and a stranger actually ran after me to return it. Ran like a full sprint.
Wow. I can imagine you turning around, confused.
I thought I was being chased. I almost panicked.
And instead, it was kindness.
Yes, surprising, beautiful kindness.
Travel really shows you how wonderful people can be.
It does. But it also shows you how confusing things can be. For example, foreign bathrooms.
Oh no, Sam, do not start.
I'm starting because it is true. Every country has a different bathroom system. Buttons, levers, sensors, things on the wall. It's like solving a puzzle.
I once stood in a Japanese bathroom, pressing buttons on the toilet, and nothing happened. Then suddenly it made a sound and I got scared.
That is the classic first experience. Those toilets have more technology than my phone.
I believe it.
But let us talk about something more beautiful. Travel traditions. When you go somewhere new, what is the first thing you look for?
A cafe. Always a cafe. I love sitting down, ordering a local drink, and just watching people live their lives. It makes me feel connected to the place, even before exploring.
So you're a people watcher.
I like to call it cultural observation.
Fancy.
Thank you.
For me, I look for markets. Food markets, night markets, weekend markets. I love the energy, the smells, the sounds. You learn so much about a country by walking through its markets.
I agree. Markets feel alive. They show you the daily rhythm of the locals.
Exactly. And the street food there is always the best.
Always. But travel food also comes with risk.
Yes, the risk is what makes it exciting.
The risk makes me nervous.
The risk makes me hungry.
We are opposite creatures.
It's what makes this podcast entertaining.
I suppose so.
All right, Haley, let us talk about souvenirs. What do you usually bring home from your trips?
Postcards. I love postcards. I collect them and write little notes on the back describing how the trip felt.
That is adorable. It feels personal.
It is. When I look at them later, it brings me right back to that moment.
I collect magnets.
Magnets?
Yes, for the fridge. My fridge looks like it traveled the world even when I haven't.
That's fun. Every time you open the fridge, you see memories from everywhere.
Exactly. Also, magnets are small and easy to pack. They never break, they never spill, they are perfect souvenirs.
Good point.
Have you ever bought something you regretted?
Yes, once I bought a decorative plate, a large, heavy plate. I thought it looked beautiful in the store, but then realized I had to carry it in my backpack for 3 days. Worst decision ever.
The plate won.
It absolutely did.
I once bought a hat that looked amazing in the shop and ridiculous everywhere else.
Was it one of those giant tourist hats?
Yes, a big one. Very big. I look like a confused explorer.
I want to see this hat.
No, nobody will ever see this hat again.
That means you still have it.
I plead the fifth.
Silent, mysterious, embarrassed.
All of the above.
All right, let me ask you something deeper. When you travel, what is the thing you look for the most? Relaxation, adventure, culture, food? What pulls you into a new place?
Honestly, connection. I love meeting people, talking to locals, hearing their stories, learning how they live. That's what makes a trip unforgettable.
That's beautiful and very true. What about you?
Beauty, not just visual beauty, but emotional beauty. I love places that make me feel something. A calm lake, a busy street, a historical building. I love moments that stay in your heart.
So you travel for the soul.
Exactly.
That's lovely and poetic and slightly dramatic.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
You know, Haley, every time we talk about travel, I start thinking about all the mistakes I have made. Not just the small ones, the big, embarrassing, life-changing ones.
Oh, excellent. Those are my favorite. Please share. The world needs to hear.
Well, once in Seoul, I tried to get on the wrong bus. Not just the wrong bus going to the opposite side of the country.
How do you even manage that?
I saw a long line. My logic was simple. Long line equals good bus.
That is not logic. That is chaos.
Well, the bus driver saved me. He looked at my ticket and just shook his head with the kind of disappointment only a parent should have.
I love this story. And I love that bus driver.
He pointed at my actual bus and said something that probably meant go. Just go. Very kindly, but also like I was hopeless.
Travel makes you humble. Again.
Yes, I am the humblest traveler alive.
You know, the funny thing is that these mistakes always become the best stories.
Exactly. At the moment, you feel stressed, but later, you laugh.
Sometimes loudly.
Always loudly.
Speaking of stressful travel moments, let me tell you mine. Paris, train station, rush hour. I had my suitcase, my backpack, and a sandwich in my hand.
A sandwich?
Yes, because I thought I could multitask, but I could not. I dropped the sandwich on the ground, then I bent down to pick it up, and my backpack hit a man behind me. He thought I pushed him. He bumped into another person. Then everyone started bumping into each other. It was like a domino effect of chaos.
You caused a human traffic jam.
Yes, I apologized to at least 5 people, and I still lost the sandwich.
Tragic.
Very tragic.
All right, let us bring some calm energy back. Tell me about one of your favorite cities.
Lisbon.
Why Lisbon?
Something about the light, the color of the buildings, the sound of the trams, and the sea breeze. It feels warm and soft, like the whole city is giving you a hug.
That's such a beautiful description. I can imagine it.
What about you? Favorite city?
Taipei.
Interesting. Why?
Because of the night markets, the energy, the food, the friendliness, and the fact that you can walk around at midnight and the city still feels alive but not overwhelming.
I love that feeling. Safe but exciting.
Exactly.
What is your favorite food memory from traveling?
Oh, easy. The first time I tried hot pot in Chengdu, I thought I was strong. I thought I could handle spice. I was wrong.
How wrong?
My mouth cried. My eyes cried. My soul left my body. But it was delicious, so I kept eating.
I admire your commitment.
What about you?
Grilled sardines in Portugal. Simple, fresh, full of flavor. I ate them by the ocean, and the sunset made everything taste even better.
Travel makes food taste magical.
Yes, even simple food becomes unforgettable.
Let us talk about one more important part of travel, the people you meet. Have you ever made a friend while traveling?
Yes, once in Greece, I met a woman at a bus stop because we were both confused about which direction to go. We ended up exploring the town together for the whole day.
That is so nice.
We still send messages sometimes. That's the power of travel.
I love that. For me, I met a man in Malaysia who noticed I was sweating like crazy in the heat. He just gave me a small hand fan, smiled, and walked away.
That is both sweet and hilarious.
It saved me. I was melting.
Kindness from strangers is one of the best parts of traveling.
Absolutely. And sometimes the conversations you have on trains or in cafes stay in your memory forever.
Yes, you meet people you never see again, but they leave something in your heart.
Very poetic, Haley.
Thank you. Travel makes me emotional.
Okay, let me ask you something fun. If you could teleport anywhere right now, instantly, no flight, no waiting, no airport, where would you go?
Kyoto. To see the temples, walk along the river, and eat something warm and comforting.
Good choice. I would go to Jeju Island. Fresh air, beautiful nature, peace.
We both chose calm places.
Maybe we need mental peace.
Probably.
But if we had to choose an adventurous place, where would you go?
New Zealand. Hiking, mountains, stunning views.
I would choose Iceland. Northern lights, hot springs, waterfalls everywhere.
Very dramatic, very Sam.
Thank you.
All right, big question. What does travel mean to you?
Let me think. I think travel means freedom. Freedom to explore, to learn, to try new things, to step away from your daily life and see the world with fresh eyes.
That is a perfect answer.
What about you?
For me, travel means perspective. When you travel, you understand how big the world is and how small your problems really are. That feeling is powerful.
I like that. It's true. Travel teaches you to see life differently.
And it teaches you to appreciate home more too.
Yes, coming home after a trip always feels special.
Travel fills you up, and home lets you rest.
Exactly.
Sam, I think we could talk about travel for 10 hours.
Yes, but the audience might run away.
Fair point.
Do we still have more to talk about?
Oh, definitely. We still need to talk about dream trips, travel fears, perfect travel partners, and future plans.
Great. Then let us continue.
All right, Sam, let us jump into dream trips. If money, time, and responsibilities did not exist, where would your dream trip be?
Oh, that is easy. A long, slow journey through Scandinavia. Norway, Sweden, Finland. Trains, boats, mountains, quiet lakes. I want to sit in the cabin and drink something warm while it snows outside.
That sounds incredibly peaceful. Very different from your usual chaotic travel stories.
Exactly. I want to grow as a person.
I support that.
What about you? Dream trip?
A few months in Italy, not just visiting, living, learning to cook real pasta from real Italian grandmothers, drinking coffee slowly, exploring vineyards, watching sunsets over old stone towns.
That is more than a trip. That is a lifestyle.
Yes, I am ready for my Italian life.
I believe you.
Now let us talk about travel fears, because everyone has at least one.
Yes, I will go first. My fear is losing my passport. The moment I check my bag and I do not feel it immediately, my soul leaves my body.
Oh, that feeling is terrible. You start imagining living in the airport forever.
Exactly. I check my passport so many times that my travel partner gets annoyed.
Understandable, but also funny. Your turn. What is your travel fear? Missing flights. I do not know why. I have never missed one, but the fear is always there. I arrive early, sit at the gate, and still think, what if I suddenly teleport to the wrong terminal?
Travel anxiety logic is special.
Very special.
Okay, another topic. What makes a perfect travel partner?
For me, someone flexible, someone who does not panic when plans change,
and someone who loves food, because food is half the trip.
Agreed. For me, a great travel partner is someone who can enjoy silence. You do not always need to talk while walking through a city or sitting on a train.
That is very true. Comfortable silence is a travel superpower.
Yes, also someone who doesn't walk too fast.
The fast walker problem. Those people have long legs or too much ambition. I can't keep up.
You should stretch more.
No comment. Let us talk future plans. Where do you want to go next? Realistically, not dream trip.
Japan again. I want to explore more small towns, eat more ramen, and maybe finally learn how to not get lost in train stations.
Good luck with that. Japanese train stations are like small universes.
I know, but I'm ready for the challenge.
My next realistic trip would probably be Thailand. I want the food, the beaches, the markets, and the sunshine.
Amazing choice. And you will forget all your worries the moment you sit near the ocean.
Exactly what I need.
Before we end today's episode, I have one last question for you. What is one lesson that traveling has taught you?
That the world is kinder than we imagine. Most people are helpful. Most people want to connect. And traveling shows you that small kindness can change your whole day.
That is beautiful. Mine would be that every trip teaches you something new about yourself. You discover your limits, your strengths, your patience, and sometimes your terrible sense of direction.
Especially your sense of direction.
Yes, I accept that.
Well, Sam, this has been such a fun episode. I loved every part of this travel talk.
Me too. I could talk about travel for hours.
And thank you to everyone listening today. We hope this episode made you smile, relax, and maybe dream about your next adventure.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please support us by subscribing, following, or sharing the podcast with your friends.
Your support means so much and helps English is My Life grow every day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
We will see you in the next episode. Take care and keep exploring.
Bye, everyone.